All right, everybody, welcome to another. I'm almost choked on my life right now. Episode of Cardboard Castles. We're here with, as always, Mr. B. Randanowitz, Mr. Esteban Lopez Vasquez Dominguez Garcia the Third.
Those are all my name.
Those are all actually his names. And today's special guest, we have a man who legally sold his last name to the government to have a the put in front of his name. No, yeah, go ahead.
I bought a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with that.
You did? Was it worth it?
No, it spoiled. I thought it was going to make some dividends and really invest in portfolios, but it didn't pay out the way I planned.
We're all not high school graduates here, so I don't know what dividends means, and I'm going to take it as offensive.
I'm pretty sure it's offensive. I don't know what it means.
Sure
I didn't earn any, so I don't know what they are. I've never seen them.
Maybe if you would have earned some at the time, you could come and educate us on what those things are. But anyways, so we're back after a few months hiatus, and that's because I basically almost died.
He did, unfortunately.
Yeah, I had walking pneumonia. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
Yeah.
It's made up.
And it's spelled funny too.
If you got fast at it, would you be a speed walking pneumonia?
Or running pneumonia? Or is that just
Running
regular
pneumonia.
I don't know.
I guess. I can't picture you running. So
That's because I don't run.
Okay,
You can't picture it because it's never actually happened.
Exactly.
Can we just call it rolling pneumonia? Because that's funny to picture.
rolling.
You.
I can picture you rolling.
But there would have to be some sort of hill involved. Because otherwise I'm not going
Mostly
anywhere.
is the gravity. Yeah.
Otherwise I'm not going anywhere. But I guess, I almost died. And I almost died for like a good month. But I think as a man, you feel sick and you're like, I don't need to go to the hospital.
That's and you're Hispanic too.
Yes,
as well.
that's a testosterone thing. I should have
is.
just ate Vapor Rub. That's what I should have done. Because I should have just ate Vapor Rub and I would have been fine.
Yeah,
You
100%. If you
You're
just would have
fine.
listened to your Mexican abuela, she would have.
Wait, but if she's my abuela, I mean, you just assume she's Mexican, right?
I think all abuelas
Your
are
babushka?
born
Mexican.
They may not be Mexican, but they become Mexican.
Just assume.
As soon as you make that chocolate,
Yeah,
you're
mean,
Mexican.
I'm just gonna assume that if she's my abuela, she's Mexican.
She could be a Mexican babushka.
God damn it! There he goes again. There he goes. Are you high?
That's a stupid question.
so yes.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. I do want to touch base on our last podcast. We said we were going to do the ramen challenge, which the Brian has actually done. The 2 times nuclear.
Oh,
ramen.
I tried that once, and it felt the same coming out as going in.
It was awful.
jeez.
Look, here's the thing. So I do have some footage of it, and I'm gonna post it up. It was meant for other social media, so it's just like raw footage. But I will post it up because we are in pain, and it's a good time to watch anyone else in pain ever.
Yep.
It was not good, and then we did it with Blue, and you even said, Brandon, that that you liked the taste of it. I didn't even think it was a good taste. Like,
Yeah,
I thought it was just hot.
I mean, it mostly charred my taste buds, but I was able to get the last bit of flavor that
I
could
don't
ever
feel like
had
there
of
was
anything.
any flavor to that, and that was
Was
it
it-
was not a good time.
Was it anywhere near when we went to Alondra's and we had that atomic sauce?
Well, you said it wasn't as hot as.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was as hot as atomic sauce. But I did also swallow it like a pelican, just down the gullet.
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it, though. That's the way you got to do it.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
is that swallowing like a pelican, or is that sucking dick? I'm not
that's-
entirely sure.
I learned it from one of them. I can't remember which. But yeah, you just swallow it whole.
So this is actually the first time that I've seen Brian in. It's been about 25 years.
That sounds inaccurate.
I'm just rounding up here.
But I don't know enough about time to argue.
and or math to argue.
Yeah.
And so, but we would text every once in a while, right? And I felt like every time he text me, my first response would always be why
An erection.
an erection, and then first response would be an erection, and then 30 seconds later after
I've seen you text him back with
an
your erection, yeah. Like with your actual.
with my action.
Yeah.
You've seen it happen.
I've
with
seen
an
it.
actual-
It's
I've
your own
helped you.
personal stylist. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And I always
It
text him
is.
back, why are you mad? And I feel like that's an issue because I get mad when people assume tone through text
Oh, that's true.
because you don't fucking know my tone through
Yeah,
text.
that's true.
And like call me. But then if you call somebody, they don't answer.
No, I don't answer. I won't answer you.
You don't answer
I'll
your phone
avoid.
anyways.
I don't. I
think-
hardly text.
No.
No, you gotta send smoke signals and carrier
You
Oh.
pictures.
You do have to.
You
You would get a hold of him faster if he fucking carried a potato around instead of a fucking cell phone.
Yeah, you would because
Yeah.
you would because
It would,
eventually
it
I
would
would.
serve the
It would
same
just
purpose.
ferment in my hand,
would
and I would
serve the
drink
same
it, and I
purpose.
would
I don't know what
show
to
up
tell you.
drunkly to your house.
Anytime alcohol finds Esteban finds
Oh
Tony.
no, that is yeah. I
Tony
think
finds Brian. You know, a lot of the stories that I've told thus far
yeah.
happen to be. I mean, I think the prime time of my alcoholism. I mean, it's not gone, but the peak moment in my life of alcoholism was with Brian.
Oh yes. We once peed out of our windows driving on a very busy boulevard just because we wanted to one up the other.
On like a Friday, and this was like it was dark, but it must have been like 7 p.m. and I peed out the window on the freeway, and then he goes down a major boulevard and he peed out the window, and I was like, Brian, why did you do that? And do you remember what your answer was?
I was driving.
His answer was, well, I couldn't let you one up me, so I had to do it while driving.
So yet you were taking a piss while driving. I mean there's so many questions. I mean I just
Well, go ahead. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess, well, okay. Well, how are you driving? That's kind of the obvious.
Well, I mean, it was a car. It was definitely a car.
Okay, cool.
And
Four
I rolled
wheels.
down the windows. I put it on cruise control.
There
and
we go. See, I wanted details like that.
I had one hand on the steering wheel, and my entire upper body. I was standing on the seat, and my entire upper body was out of the car window. So I was peeing on.
So how much of it hit like your neck and your chin? Like how much urine? Like that had to have happened. I mean,
nothing. Actually.
bullshit. I mean,
It was-
come
fair
on.
question.
It was honestly. It felt like I had been like that was what I was born to do because it was just so flawless.
Peeing outside of a moving vehicle. That was your purpose.
That everybody has to start somewhere.
It beats
or
passing
finish
butter.
somewhere, or just everyone's good at something. And
And that was your calling.
that
Out of a
is
window.
definitely my
That's
calling.
fair.
Brian is one of the only people I've ever seen get out of sticky situations, no pun intended,
With his penis.
with his penis, with law enforcement while drunk by being sarcastic.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone
Yeah.
else goes, yes sir, no sir.
I
whatever.
think it's his kind eyes. I'm gonna go with it's his
You know,
kind
everybody's
eyes.
like afraid to get arrested or get in trouble, right? And you know, they can tell Brian, you know, do you know why I stopped you? And he'll be like, I don't know. Did you want my number? Or I've seen these things happen.
I get a lot of tickets. I don't get out of very many.
But you get out of the things that count.
That is
You
true.
get out of the things. I've been handcuffed on the
Which
floor
leads
before,
us
like, ready
to
go jail.
his your fascinating breast implants. I mean, I know I haven't been saying much because my eyes have been doing a lot of work than my mouth.
I'm sorry, Esteban, but all natural, buddy.
Oh shoot! Wow. Well then.
Well, okay, so there's the end of that conversation.
There, that is the end of that
I actually
conversation.
did a push-up 3 weeks ago.
It's working out really well for you.
It's paying dividends. Hey, look, you
God
guys
damn
learned
it.
something
Look,
new.
I still don't know. Is that? I just don't know. I can't even argue with it.
No, you can't.
You know. But I think a lot of the times me and Brian went out, or I mean, on a date specifically, the question was, am I gonna get drunk? Like, am I gonna get drunk? Or I'm not going?
No. The question was, how drunk am I getting?
That's fair.
And that would pretty much dictate whether you were getting out or not. And
whether I was getting out like of the house.
yeah, just leaving to hang out with me. I mean, there was one time I woke up from a nap and Tony and two of my roommates were in my house and they had just lined up 5 shots for themselves. So I walked up and they were like, "Hey Brian, good morning." And I say, "Good morning." I took down all 5 shots and then I walked back into my room and I don't know what happened after that.
And he went back into his room and never to be seen until now.
Yeah, that was the last time we saw
That was the last time we
each
saw. That was pretty
That
much.
was-
It was a good blackout.
Oh man,
that was a long one.
Those,
I still feel like I'm 23, but
but I feel a little bit older.
yeah, daylight savings is really getting to me.
Yeah, so I feel like there's just countless stories, with us being that drunk. And,
I don't have any.
You don't have any of those.
I don't have any.
Oh, so peeing on people's property doesn't.
I don't know. I thought this was a classy show. What is this?
I'll tell you, one time this didn't happen to Esteban.
Oh shit! I knew it was gonna fucking come up. I already know. I know which one it is.
Yeah, it may or may
I-
not happen.
I mean, Esteban is just one of the classiest drunks I know.
Oh please.
and this is,
I don't blush well. Please.
He actually went into my room, and I thought he was gonna make a sleep.
Make one of them sleeps.
And he didn't make a sleep. He decided to wake up in the middle of it was 1 a.m. We were raging. He tapped the keg and he didn't stop in time.
I didn't stop tapping it. I just kept going.
I said to Esteban, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you tap this keg? And when I came back, the keg was gone. I said, what happened? He said, oh. And
I mean, which seems like the
That's-
proper response to that.
yeah. So he gets up, he walks over to my closet, and he just goes straight to urination time. And Tony actually walks in. He says, Esteban, what are you doing?
actually, okay, hold on. So it wasn't the closet. It was actually,
yeah,
it was
it's-
actually
Ah,
on
jeez.
your
Come on.
computer.
I was okay. I didn't correct him
I know you did.
for a fucking
Yeah, it
reason.
was actually on
And then
your
you gotta go
computer.
correct
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Why do you
It
gotta?
was on you. It was like on the laptop.
Yes.
I mean, not
It was-
the
it
laptop.
was
on
just-
on the keyboard.
It was the
And
keyboard.
I walked in just in time to see him zipping up, and I look and I saw a big puddle on the desk, and I was on Esteban, and he goes, "Lever," and I was like, "Did you just pee on the computer?" And he looked at me dead in the eyes and goes, "No."
Yeah.
But like I pretty much saw it happen. I saw the ending result, so I knew it happened. But he told me with so much confidence
Yeah.
that I wasn't sure. So I had to go down and get Brian and be like, "Hey man, I don't know what happened, but I think Esteban peed on your computer." But I asked him and he told me no, and I kind of believe him.
And now I'm really
And now I'm
confused.
really confused as to what actually happened. And so I think we went back upstairs and he did the sleep.
Yeah, he finally,
Yeah,
Well, he finally
yeah.
did the sleep,
No,
and
I
that's
just-
not a story of Esteban getting drunk.
I didn't want to be rude and pee on your carpet. So
And
So the computer was an extra.
I figured keyboard.
It's a lot easier to just throw away a keyboard than
Then
a
it
carpet.
is
Yeah.
exactly. So you're welcome.
Plus, I didn't want to get a dog, and now you guys are fighting for territory. I
You
appreciate
pretty
it.
And
much
also-
marked everything.
You were complaining about like not going to school and living across from school and playing too much World of Warcraft. So I figured, hey,
Yeah.
this is for Brian's benefit. Yeah.
Thanks,
I
man.
had someone tell me once that they like to send dick pics when they're drunk, and that's really ironic to me. I feel like that doesn't
No,
sit well
that's.
with me.
I feel like that's.
I feel like that doesn't. I mean, because people do stupid things when they're drunk, right? But I feel like a drunk dick pic is just mushy. Like it's just a soft.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
It's just soft. It's just a soft peni.
It's spaghetti after it was cooked.
Yeah, it's.
If you want to see like a flesh colored piece of chewed up gum, then sure. Why not?
It's just gack.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just fucking gack.
As
and,
it
you know,
is. Uh-huh.
Well, so are these dick pics unsolicited, or is it just like
Again.
does he
anything with more than
scroll through
than two
his contacts
syllables-
and just be like, surprise, bitch?
I don't know. No, but I mean, does that mean he has the?
What's up, girl? What are you
Does
doing?
does
Just
does
laying
yeah
down?
does that mean he,
Dick pic.
yeah does that mean he has the dick pic ready though? I'm saying like actually trying to perform a dick pic. Yeah, perform. That's what you do with dick pics, right? You perform them.
Well, I
I
guess.
assume that guys just have like a folder of just them ready.
No.
Which
no,
dick
no, we
shall I
don't.
send
No,
It's
gotta be
I didn't
fresh
have.
every
I don't
time.
have a folder. I got like
No.
2. I don't know about that.
Yes.
You have 2 folders or
Yeah,
2?
2 folders. Just
Oh, right.
of
right,
other
right.
people's
Yeah.
other people's dicks.
Of other people's
I'm not gonna send my own. Jeez, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get laid.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
why
would have
would
sent
you
my
send
own.
the
Why would I
dick?
send my own?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stupid.
That'd be because otherwise it'd just be a vagina pic.
It would just be like engorged clitoris pic.
And then
I
she
think
and,
girls would prefer that.
and they're really polite about it too. They'd be like, "That's a really nice engorged clitoris."
That's
And,
that's you
that
got
looks like something that
you
might
get
resemble a
really
penis.
lovely labias.
Well,
I've
I
also,
feel like the response, you tried your best, isn't the response that you want when you send a dick pic.
no.
That's not the response you're supposed
That's
to get.
that's not. Oh, good job, buddy.
'Cause that's the only response I've ever received.
You sure do, Meg.
So I really like to the Brian. I really like to talk to the Brian tonight about his day job / night job.
I definitely work nights. I work graveyard.
Can we call it a day job?
Well, it usually goes into the day. Sure.
I just feel like more comfortable. Politically correct. That hurt. I said that out loud, and I don't even understand what that means. But let's talk about your night job.
Okay. I am a professional poker dealer. I deal cards to private home games. People hire me to go and pitch cards, and I make money on it.
So, without us asking too many questions, what can you tell us? Give us something fun. I mean, it's work,
fun.
right? It's work for you, so I get that it's not.
It's
necessarily
definitely
fun.
work. I mean, the jobs that I work are usually some pretty high end jobs, and it's basically a gigantic party with. It's like the movies that you see, where there's just a party and there's girls and there's a bunch of drugs everywhere and everyone is having a great time. So I'm one of the people that has to stay sober and watch everybody have a good time.
Sending dick pics.
Yeah, sending dick
Yeah.
pics. Drunk dick pics?
Yeah,
Sober
usually-
dick pics. You're sober.
Yeah, I'm sober. I don't send them. I receive them because I'm the buffer. You know, I decide which ones get let out.
You get to you screen.
Yeah,
Do they go on like a big screen in the background for
it's
the whole party to see?
I actually have an iPad and I scroll through them, and if somebody cheers for a dick, then I'm like, all right, that passed, and it gets thrown into the folder. So
Into the folder.
It's my folder.
Dick pics.
yep,
My folder, yeah.
So there's the awkward silence.
Yes.
But that's as far as your job goes. I mean, what is there any like crazy stories that have happened? Anything?
That you can
Crazy
tell us.
stories.
Yeah, that you can
crazy
tell us
stories.
exactly. Anything that's
God,
even if it's not a crazy story, it's I guess
just a story about it.
Yeah, just give us not a crazy. Give us something boring that people are going to use their little
Well,
15-second skip to skip.
There was one time I was dealing cards, and somebody decided to ask one of the girls to give them fellatio under the table.
Really?
I mean, hypothetically, this might have happened.
hypothetically.
So I was dealing cards, and this girl's back is on my legs. This guy is getting a blowjob while I'm dealing cards, and I have to keep a straight face, get the action going, and make sure that everybody's still paying attention to what they're supposed to and not what they're not supposed to. And that was a very, very interesting night that I had. There was another time, I believe it was actually the same girl. They gave her incentive to lie down naked on the table, making my job very hard, dealing over a naked girl. And
Did you deal on her? Like,
yeah, I had to. The flop was the community cards were coming out over her stomach.
I'm sure there was very little flopping going on.
There was the community cards are coming out over her stomach, and I was trying my best to figure out what the pot was, and what a pot is the amount of money that's being bet and thrown into the middle, and it's my job to collect that and distribute it to whoever wins the hand. So I had to keep track of whatever it was, while there was a naked girl that I'm dealing over, and that was an exciting one. That was rather. Go on.
Well, if you
Ask
were,
away.
well, I mean, if you were short any hands, I guess it might have been a little busy, right?
that's crazy. I just feel like I couldn't have seen you in any other profession.
That's
Like,
true.
I
That's
feel
true.
Like I feel like.
I feel like if you were anything else, I'd be disappointed in you. Like
I
if
feel-
you
yeah, I
were,
feel
like if
me
you
and Brian
were.
always had a lot of fun until we were running from the cops.
Then I was just having fun.
Then
it was just me.
then you were just having fun. So
We
I
were no
was-
longer
Sure.
having
you were
fun,
like-
but
you
fun
were-
was still
yeah.
being had.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times I was underage.
Well, I feel like most of your anxiety comes from trauma that
Oh
you
my
guys.
God.
All
you
your
guys
anxiety
had.
comes from me.
My
Yeah.
anxiety comes from a lot of things. and
Yeah,
that's
because like when the
too
first
many
leaf
drugs.
falls like during fall, like you just panic and you're just like, oh my gosh.
I panic because the sun comes up in the
True.
morning.
No,
and
that's
then,
true.
You know, I just happen to have another panic attack for no related reason, but
The-
because the sun goes down at night.
The thing that really sucks is he's like, all right, I finally gotten used to the sun. How long are you gonna stay? You're leaving. Oh my God, I'm having a panic attack.
That's
again.
exactly what
Yeah,
happens.
why did you come
Mhm.
and
That's exactly.
and then leave? You're treating me a lot like my mother did.
That sounds
that's-
about right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Was that- no, was that the line? Was that I feel like everybody?
No, it's fine. No.
Too
faces
soon, man.
changed.
Too soon.
Too soon. Freaking
Too soon.
29 years later.
I think it
Yeah.
was on point.
that was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see you doing anything else.
Well, I've been playing poker since I was 18 years old, and then I had a job, and I had like a life plan that I was heading toward becoming a teacher and doing something positive with society. And then I ended up actually talking shit to the wrong cop, and I got a DUI when I blew a .08. So that's a fun one, right?
So there's your lesson for today, boys and girls. Because I assume that there's no ladies and gentlemen that listen to this podcast, because why would any person in their right mind actually want to listen to our banter? So there's your lesson for today, boys and girls. Just don't talk shit to cops.
Don't.
Eventually, you're gonna get a Dewey.
Yeah, the Deweys are not fun. The Dewey,
Was it was it the DUI or was it finding out that taxation was theft?
It's a combination of the two.
Okay.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, if I had a job that I could talk about that I got paid for, I probably wouldn't be doing stuff like paying theft.
I understood it.
May or may not have.
I understood it.
I just blacked out. What happened?
I'm
What
not
did I say?
sure.
I think it was worth the aneurysm. Really, I just.
I feel like you may or may not have had a stroke, and I'm still not going to call an ambulance until the podcast is done.
Also take a Kleenex and wipe the blood off your ear.
It's what?
You know, going back to these fucking debaucherous times that we had.
Oh no.
I just feel like
Okay,
a lot of these.
please.
I feel like a lot of these times, I like accidentally started. You know how your parents always ask you, like, what did you do last night? You guys went out. It was a Friday night, whatever, right? And you almost accidentally start telling them the story, like the actual story of when you ran from the cops. And you get up to the part, like, oh, yeah, we went out, we went to eat, and then, we robbed a Ralph's.
We did do that.
Of all their
Firewood. Yeah.
And then you start realizing, oh, no, like, this is like going down a really bad road, and I shouldn't be talking about this to my parents. But you don't know until you get to that point in the story. Like,
usually that's what
instead of just
happens.
like telling yourself to not tell the story, you start telling the story, and then halfway through you realize this is a bad idea.
Well, for me, I'm pretty sure my mom was a hippie, and I could tell her any story that was happening. And my mom's whole motto in life is just do whatever makes you happy, just be the best at it. And at that point in time, what made me happy was stealing wood, so we stole all of it because we were the best at that point in time.
Still in wood.
Well, again, there's a lot of like facts behind that story that aren't being told. Well, we used to get really drunk and just sit in front of the fireplace, right? As gay as you could possibly, perceive it.
Yeah, it was a nice fireplace.
Oh, it was great. We used to hold hands and
It was
cup each other's balls.
Go on.
And so we used to need firewood, and unlike most people, we didn't pay for it. And I don't know if it was a Ralph's or a Vaughn's or whatever it was.
It was a Vaughn's.
Was it Vaughn's? They used to leave their firewood outside of the store when they closed. So me and Brian would get to our natural state, which is blacked out.
Right.
And
it's when we operate the best.
Yeah, it's when we operate the best. Together, of course. And we would go steal entire pallets of wood. And I think we got away with this like 2 or 3 times. Like whole pallets of wood. Like
yeah.
Hundreds of dollars of wood.
We would be burning 2 bundles a night.
I do remember a lot of bonfires.
Yeah,
that was why we used to steal the wood.
That makes sense because you never didn't have a bonfire, even if it. Like, I didn't understand. It was like fucking 2 p.m. on a summer day. And you had a bonfire, I was like, why?
The great thing about our bonfires is every single time we had one, we wouldn't stop throwing wood in until we can see the flames coming out of the chimney. That's how big our fires were.
Yeah.
No, that was big fires.
And again, because the wood was free, we also used to do that, and then get really blacked out and play video games. We used to play Halo on Legendary, and like we would wait to get blacked out first, and then we would I guess our drunk blacked out selves would start, and we would wake up the next day and be like, hey, let's play some Halo, and we'd be further than the last time we played. And we're like, when did this happen?
I missed most of the story.
When did this happen?
Where the fuck is Cortana? Cortana!
So, you know what? Your mom was like that though. I mean, I never felt like I told her the stories, and maybe you did, and I just happened to be a part of it. But I think one time she accidentally drank an entire bottle of vodka.
That was your fault.
That wasn't my fault.
That was our fault.
She accidentally.
That wasn't my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we decided to do one of those blackouts that you guys have heard so much about, and we tried, and we had an entire handle of vodka, and we discovered, I believe it was a raspberry Smirnoff with cranberry juice is delicious.
I can't have anything.
But here's the thing. Side note. Let me just tell you that I'm gonna drink something delicious, whether it looks gay or not, or sounds gay.
Oh yeah, dude, I love pina coladas.
I like
they're my shit.
appletinis.
As long
Really?
I love appletinis.
as long as it doesn't have.
and they fuck you up.
Oh my god.
I've been told so many times, like, I've been at the bar and some girl like orders like a scotch or something, right? And I'm like, oh, can I get an appletini? And she's like, what the fuck did you just order? And I don't actually answer what I ordered. What I tell her is, look, bitch, okay, they're goddamn delicious and they get me drunk. Okay?
And they don't have any type of pulp on top.
And they don't. Oh, yes,
because
otherwise I would have. Brian knows this too. Brian used to trade beers with me because I would squeeze the lemon into my beer and the seed would pop out and he'd go, Tony, really? And he'd be like, yeah, and he'd be like, all right, and he would switch beers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. So anyway, so
so we decided to pour the entire bottle of vodka into the cranberry juice, and it was just a bottle of cranberry juice. It looked like cranberry juice. It acted like cranberry juice. It smelled like cranberry juice.
Really?
He did all of the normal things that cranberry juice does.
If I didn't know better, I would have thought it was cranberry juice.
Oh man!
You know? I know when it makes bad decisions that it tastes like vodka.
Jeez. I mean, is your mother a drinker of sorts?
Yeah, I mean, so she wakes me up. It's about 8, 9 in the morning. She's like, "Come out and do chores and stuff," and I'm like,
She sounds like a man.
Yeah, what I don't quite remember her sounding like that.
Come here, Brian.
Come out and do some chores.
Apparently, your mother's a scorpion. Yeah.
So she was like, "Get out here and do chores and stuff," and I was like, "All right, Mom, let me just like put clothes on because I might be masturbating. I don't know.
I don't know. I may or may not be masturbating.
I think I was like 22 years old at the time, and
so you're probably masturbating.
I was probably masturbating. I think 22 years old is masturbating season. So
And it doesn't end. It doesn't stop because I think I'm.
Is that when the season starts?
That's when. That's no. I think it started at like 14 or 15.
Yeah,
So,
shit.
it's just the peak of the
Go away, Mom. It's masturbation season. She's like, you've been in there for 6 months. I'm like, I know it's not over yet. So,
Masturbation season. I don't know how.
I haven't stopped.
so she tells me that. I'm like, all right. It took me 45 minutes. I finally get up. I'm out of bed. I'm like, all right, I gotta go do chore stuff. And I open my door. She's about to knock on the door, and she just looks at me like, "Oh, it's in the cranberry juice." And she knocks out. She literally falls asleep right in my doorway.
He calls me, goes, Tony, friend card, come get me right now because I don't know what. Like a normal person would like be concerned. You know, A, be concerned. B, call an ambulance.
I made sure she was on her stomach.
Yes. You know,
That's
a
good son.
Come get me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why? Like, I really didn't want to. He's a friend card. I need you to come get me right this second. And I was like, but okay, fine. So I get there, and I was like, why? He's like, I need to go now. So I pick him up, and then he tells me as soon as he gets in the car, he's like, hey, so that cranberry juice, yeah. What about it? My mom drank the whole bottle.
Jeez.
And I was like, yeah, there was a lot of vodka in that. He goes, I know.
She's asleep.
I was like, what is she?
But from my point of view, she says, wake up, go do chores. I'm up within 45 minutes, and she's fucking blacked out drunk.
And what was the last thing she asked? She said, what's in the cranberry juice?
Cranberry juice is good. Thwack.
And you know, I remember asking her like weeks later, like, I was like, that, you know, you drank that cranberry juice, what happened? And she goes, and like, she didn't even really have many words. I think fuck was her only answer. Like, fuck. Like, fuck. Like,
It just tasted good.
Yeah. I feel like me and Brandon have had this conversation about, you know, he doesn't really want kids. I'm cool with kids, but he's like, I feel like the only reason to have kids is, you know, I have ideals. And things that and beliefs that I want to force upon the world.
You only have so many years, so why not buy more years by having
you're
some
buying
kids?
more years, and I feel like Brian.
What?
Yeah, I feel like Brian's mom did that with Brian. I think that's what happened.
That sounds
fair.
all right.
I think because I feel like that's a solid. Again, I have no problem with one day having kids, but Brandon just,
It's a never-ending bill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my mom told me that she didn't want kids, and I wasn't an accident. So it just leaves me in this perpetual state of I don't know where I stood with her.
What happened with your sister?
She got pregnant again.
That was a quick, swift solution, like to my inquiry.
She got a divorce, but she's Mexican, so she got pregnant with the next guy she slept with.
God.
It's pretty Hispanic.
It's what we. That's,
like
that's
I
what
can
we
tell
do.
you, like my sister has done really really well with her life. She owns land. She's a landowner.
She lands. Oh,
Is that what you
yeah.
call landowners? The people who own land?
Yeah. she owns land. She has a very very prestigious job, and she's doing really well. But if I just talk about the Mexican stuff she doesn't sound that great.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear the Mexican stuff.
Oh, the Mexican stuff. She recently just got a divorce. She met somebody right out the gate. She got pregnant from him right out the gate, and her ex-husband
Sounds
got
like through the
pregnant
gate.
at the exact same time. So my niece and my nephew now have two new brothers and
children.
two
Legitimate brothers and sisters.
Two-
Brothers and or sisters.
two bastards.
Illegitimate. I mean, what makes them illegitimate? Didn't they come out of the same vagina? I mean, I feel that's legitimate enough.
No, they didn't come out of the. Did they come out of the? No. They have two separate.
Oh.
Come on. I
I
know we're
don't-
not speaking Spanish, so I know.
That's
it's
why
hard for
I-
me.
They now have a new half.
I don't. Brandon forgot to turn on the sap.
Yeah, I don't have the subtitles
Yeah.
under me. Huh?
Ay, Dios mío.
But
Exactly.
now he understands.
Now I understand.
Look,
Thank
he
you.
perked up right now, like, oh fuck,
I get it
We're
now.
in business right now. But that's and it's not like your sister's a teenager.
No.
That's what I'm
she's-
saying. It's not like teenage mistakes to make.
Oh no, she had her teenage mistake. Her oldest son
What's her teenage mistake?
was her teenage mistake.
That's so fucked up. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not like she is a teenager making these dumb mistakes that she hasn't learned her lesson about yet.
No, she's already learned her lesson, and she's still making the mistakes. So I don't know. I don't know.
Wow, that's I don't know. Is that really just a Hispanic thing to do though?
No, I think there's a lot of people in those situations.
I asked that question. I looked right.
I know
at
you looked right at
because
me.
I feel like you are the definition of
No,
like, if
but-
you
but
looked
see,
up
but the
greasy
thing is-
Mexican in the dictionary.
As far as looks go, yeah, but the thing is, like I have Blake. He's 10 years old, and I've got 8 more years to go, man. And I am free. So there's no.
I'm free.
No. But I feel like, the real reason why I never wanted to have kids because I don't see how you're able to have multiple kids and divide yourself equally amongst them. I feel like if obviously the amount of kids you have is you can't give them 100% all at the same time. And that's something that I there's no way I can do that. Blake takes. I mean, you guys as my friends. I mean, when Blake came as you guys as my people, I get drunk with.
I'll take it.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. So I mean, when Blake came into my life, I mean, I just stopped. I stopped going out. I stopped because he became like that. That was it. That was my.
So what's the excuse now?
He's still around. Well, he's right now with his mom. So I'm free to be an adult and continue making
Or act
poor
like,
decisions.
Or act like an adult? Or,
No, I don't act like an adult. That's
You
come on,
don't,
don't be
that's true.
stupid. I've never done that.
Yeah, I don't. Shit.
But I don't want. But with that said, I don't want to have any more kids. I don't plan on having any more kids.
But with that being said, do you feel like Blake will carry out your ideals and beliefs and force
I-
them upon people?
I
for the
don't.
next-
I don't care that he does. I just care.
We don't know that.
I
You're
don't.
Mexican.
I know.
I always pictured Esteban with like 16 kids
Because he's a greasy
No,
Mexican. Look at him.
because the thing is, if you
that
look
are all
at
the
me
same age for some reason. I don't know why.
again.
that are all the same age. They are all.
They're all the
they
exact
should,
same
he should
age.
have fucking 15 kids right now, and they should all be 10 years old.
Yeah,
They were
they
all
all
the
have
same
the same
batch.
birthday and everything. You just get it all out at
Yeah,
once.
Yeah,
Yes, you had 2 litters with one girl.
Oh
It's
my God.
No, the trick is different zip codes.
so
That's
you have more
that's.
than
Oh yeah, no, we want to talk about the zip code. So.
Oh no, you can't get a girl pregnant on vacation. Fact.
fact. I don't know if that is a fact.
I feel like that answers a lot of questions. Like as far as I feel like had I known that before, I mean,
Yeah, you just would have been on vacation all the
I would have
time.
been on vacation
Yeah.
all the time.
But you mostly you mostly have sex with dudes, so it's
That-
a little different for you.
Yeah, the birth control's a little
I don't
different for that.
see. I don't. I really. Again, I don't understand.
No,
Oh,
I'm
is that,
just-
is that
I'm
why
just
you're
saying-
growing your hair out so they can pull it?
We were
Oh
just
my
talking about
God,
pulling.
we
We were
were
just
just
talking
talking
about pulling hair.
Oh,
About
okay,
having
so-
gay pull hairing sex.
Yeah, so
Hair-
pull
hair
sex?
pulling.
Yeah, okay.
Once again, SAP
Google
is off.
Translate is
Google
not
Translate.
is not translating quick enough.
It's not. I gotta update the app.
so-
Yo no sé.
So
No es bueno.
here's,
Es malo.
you guys think this is jokes, but this is just him in his natural state.
It is my natural.
He's just speaking naturally.
That's when he doesn't use
That's
Google
when he-
Translate.
He's-
That's-
he doesn't know what
He's
else
like,
to
that's
do.
very
But
sound.
we were just talking about pulling hair. Again, this does happen to be another drunk Brian and Tony story. And believe it or not, anything that we talk about ever is drunk Tony and Brian. Really,
We don't have any other stories.
we don't have any other stories.
I think the reason we haven't hung out is because we just don't drink as much as we used to, which makes me sad.
we should start drinking more.
Yeah.
But the story goes as so. It was a New Year's Eve party at. I'm not gonna say names. We're avoiding names here. At a mutual friend's, you'll know what I'm talking about too. At a mutual friend's apartment, and there was this girl that I was talking to all night, and they ended up telling her that I was a virgin, which I wasn't, but they were like, "Dude, just go with it." Like,
In
I
all
was.
fairness, you acted like one.
That's fine. That's fair enough. I can't be mad at that. I still act like one. But and I was like really mad at the time. Like, why would you tell her that? And they're like, dude, just go for it. So sure enough, it ended up working, and we went into the room to like bang like a couple hours later, and do you remember because I got whiskey dick the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I got whiskey dick the first time, and she was like, no, it's fine. We'll go out and tell everybody it was a good time, and don't worry about it. We'll come in and we'll try later. And I remember going out there and I went straight to you because you were my role model at the time for whatever reason. You probably shouldn't be anybody's role model ever.
Oh God, no!
anything.
I'm older now, and I'm old enough to know. Don't listen to me.
Don't listen to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
barely look my direction.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way.
Yeah.
So.
That you'll end up peeing on the keyboard.
Yeah.
believe me.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, or you might just drive an El Camino when you're not supposed to.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Another one.
Let's not talk about
That's-
that one.
Anyways, that's that. Brian just picked up Taka. If you guys haven't had Taka vodka,
You have
don't.
not lived.
Don't.
Oh, I mean, don't.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any Taka vodka made since 1982.
Yeah.
It's all the reserves. They actually went out of
it's-
business.
It's from the same batch.
so
Like that's
And
it's from the
still bad.
same
England
batch,
didn't
dude.
help it.
No.
But anyways, so I remember like going straight to Brian and being like, Brian, I don't know why I felt like I had to go to Brian. I couldn't get my dick up. and here's the thing. So you and Sandy were going into the bathroom for some reason, and you guys pulled me into the bathroom with you. And so she's like peeing, and I was in this whole new light of your guys' relationship. And I remember like trying to figure out what's going on, and you were like, Tony, like right here, look in my eyes, like it's okay that you're in here.
I am the captain now.
It's okay that you're here, but focus.
I am
focus
the
on my
10
captain.
years before this movie came out.
And I remember just
Yeah, I
telling-
remember that. You
I remember
did say
just,
that first.
I remember you telling me like you put your hand on my shoulder, like in that awkward situation. You were like,
I am the
"It's
captain.
Okay. Like
Oh.
I am the captain now." And you remember you were like, "It's okay, like that happens."
Again, I was drunk,
yeah.
and
so-
I'm here now telling you it's not okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. That's
something
not a thing that happens. And anyways, so we went back in later. This girl actually gave me another chance, even after seeing my tiny penis. And so I have her bent over.
Oh, she saw flaccid too.
Yeah. And so I have her
She
bent
only
over.
saw balls. That's
oh
all it
my
was.
God, that's all she saw. Balls gone. I have her bent over, and I'm actually having sex with her, with my tiny penis, and I am. She tells me to pull her hair, and I am at my full mental capacity right now. Like they're
Which
don't give-
which
I
a-
have-
which isn't much.
which isn't
by
much.
the way.
But I have too much on my mind. I'm focusing on too many things right now, anyways. And so she tells me to pull her hair.
You pulled her back hair.
Oh, well, no, no. But why? It was there. I just didn't pull it. But and
She might have enjoyed
she might
that
enjoy
better.
that. So I went and I grabbed just a full, I wrapped it around my hand, and I just fucking.
Oh my
I
gosh,
just pulled
dude.
so hard it was like I was trying to start a lawnmower.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Oh, no.
I and we're still having sex, but she made some noises that I assumed to be were that she was in quite a lot.
I think that was her own tit
was
coming
her-
from the floors,
Yeah.
slapping her in the fucking
Fingers up in
face,
the
dude.
nose.
Jeez.
And
And that's the reason why she doesn't get her hair pulled anymore.
yeah. So yeah, that was.
That's also why she's a lesbian now.
That was that was that experience.
But no fair, Tony would be a really good-looking lesbian.
But
So
I feel
he,
like
yeah, I
should be
feel.
offended, but
No, dude, seriously, you're like one flannel away from just
Oh, yeah.
from being a butch dyke lesbian. I feel
I
like
am in like a cutoff shirt right now though.
You are.
Is
you
that
are.
not-
No, you do.
Like-
You
or,
do.
or does it just need to be a cutoff like
You
like
do.
flannel?
But you got the wrong tattoos. You got to have the rosary tattoos.
Yeah,
on
you
your
need the rosary
arms.
tattoos.
Rosary
And
tattoos.
Lesbians R Us is doing it for you.
Lesbians.
Lesbians are us.
Thanks,
Did they move? I feel. Weren't they in like Inglewood? Where are they now?
I think they moved to a hipper location.
Silver
I
Lake
don't
now.
know,
Silver
but
Lake.
Tony does.
Oh, Silver Lake.
It's you guys. It's privileged information.
Oh shoot.
I can't just give that information out.
Yeah, you can.
Because then they would kill me.
Yep.
True.
That's what happens.
Gay mafia.
Well, lesbian mafia. I feel like.
Oh yeah, lesbian mafia, isn't it?
Okay.
There's a lesbian mafia.
Yeah, they.
Sounds
I can either confirm or deny a lesbian.
Yo no sé.
Lesbian
I
mafia.
don't know. You do go to brunch a lot. I just
Ah, dude, brunch is amazing.
brunch is
Brunch.
amazing.
Oh my god! Like I don't have stories that are not drunk with you. Like even now, like we had to start drinking once you walked in the door because otherwise we don't get along.
No, we don't. We fight a lot.
We fight.
You guys do fight a lot, man. You
We-
guys hate each other
But our
sober.
drunk selves are best friends.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So when I was younger, my best friend was his stepbrother Thomas.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
And so me and Thomas were best friends, and then here comes Tony, and then Thomas is like, I have a stepbrother, and then I was like, I have a stepbrother, and so we both hated Tony equally. But
Yeah,
Tony,
they treated me really bad. I mean,
in all fair, he
Yeah.
had a rat tail.
I did have a rat
It's-
tail. And
You had a rat
I did
tail?
have a
Yeah.
rat-
It
But I
was
lived-
long. It was
But I lived with the.
So you're
white-
lesbian.
My mom's side of my family is I'm lesbian. Is white as can fucking be. So I lived with a bunch of white people, who told me that was okay.
Yeah.
Who conditioned me into thinking that was okay
They were
because
wrong.
of dividends.
Yeah.
I had a
No,
rat
that
tail,
not-
but I wore it
that's not-
You'll
ironically.
no.
get it. You'll get
No, I
it.
get it. No, I did have rat, and they told me that was okay. So they used to like terrible things to me. In fact, so terrible I don't even remember because I'm sure I blocked it from my memory.
I remember.
I know.
Oh,
But then, so that happened, and then him and I got drunk together one day, and that was
We hate each other
Franz.
sober, but when we're drunk, we're okay.
we're a
good.
team. We
We're
put
good.
couches on people's roofs.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
That's
That
a
is
thing.
true.
I don't remember that
Yeah,
story.
because you weren't there for that one.
Um,
But that's a real thing. But we're coming to the close here. We're gonna leave you with some wise words from Esteban.
we are.
Esteban's wise words is what
Dang,
we're gonna.
I got
leave you
it.
with. So,
That is not good.
Oh, did I put you on the spot?
You did.
Oh,
you
well,
did.
too bad. So let's give the people something
Wise
to
word.
maybe
You know,
live by.
you know what? How about live by this? How about having better Facebook etiquette? How about not liking your own Facebook?
People like their own.
People like their own
posts. People do
Facebook posts all the
I
time.
don't.
I see. Well, I know you don't, but I
'cause
I
it's
feel
a-
like
oh,
that's
okay.
I feel like that's weird. I feel
I
like,
feel like those are some.
I feel
wise
like that's isn't that like social media masturbation? You're just liking your own.
media messaging.
You well it's just because you're agreeing with yourself. I like what I posted. I mean, how?
Well, we all have that moment where we post a story on Snapchat, watch it 15 times. You're like, oh my god, I'm fucking amazing.
It's got 15,
That's
It's got
true.
15 views.
It's got 15 views and you-
Oh,
Well,
man.
then how about
This is a treat
all
for
me.
all of them.
how about less vague posts? I feel like when you just post like sad and that's it, and then like in the comment section, oh my god, what's wrong? And then they put text me. It's like, well, what? How about you just text your best friend and say, dude, cheer me up.
Get
Sad.
drunk.
Yeah.
make some
Text your
bad
best friend.
decisions.
Sad.
Exactly,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
sad, yeah,
You
but
can
like-
have the same response.
But it's just like
Because the
if you
person who
put that shit
commented
on,
was your best friend anyways.
you put that shit on social media, and then you're just like you're locking everybody out, and you're saying no, this is a private thing. It's like, well, it's like, well, then don't put it
Don't put
on
it
social
on
media.
on a fucking public account. But
I think that's my advice.
I think that's gonna be our close for today. Thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of Cardboard Castles. We are officially on iTunes and Google Play Store, so check us out. And Feel free to check out the fan page, Cardboard Castles, on Facebook. Send us some hate mail, death threats,
Or dick pics.
or dick pics. You know, at this point, you know, what could you really ask for? And we'll see you again soon.